So I'm rescaping this wisteria tank to hopefully get rid of the snails, get them confined to a tote like I have under here. And while digging out the wisteria, I found that it had actually embedded the roots into my sponge filter coming out the side. I just never expected the roots to find their way into the sponge filter itself. Thought that was neat. Alright, step one of cleaning out this tank. I've drained most all of it, pulled the water wisteria and dwarf sedge. I saved quite a few snails to put in a tub underneath my rack here after I put these guys back in the 40. Now, I think I'm just going to throw out the rest of this and get ready to start over. Okay, here we are now. I cleaned out the tank as well as I could. I installed my matin filter and one of the Swiss Tropical jet lifter. I need to find a way to anchor this down, perhaps more zip ties. And I've got a stronger air pump on order, should be here in 3 or 4 days, but the jet lifter tube does, when it's right there on the water surface, with a little stronger pressure, that'll do great. I may install 2 of them on here, get it even better. Through the whole process, my overflow maintained its suction up here, so that was good. As I filled it up with my Python though, it wasn't quite keeping up to speed. So this style overflow is definitely not good for heavy water flow. But with my auto water change system, it's slow enough that it should do fine. Well, it has for the last week or so that I've had it up and running. So now I think I'll leave this tank running for a bit before probably another day. I have to work all day tomorrow anyhow, and then I'll start moving back the guppies and whatnot. And the matin filter still has a little bend into it. It may be a little too wide, but I think once I get sand in here, there is a slight gap at that bow in the middle. Like I say, with a couple inches of sand, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. Alright, so the teardown of this tank took the better part of 5 or 6 hours, I guess. Mostly pulling the plants out without getting too many snails. I almost forgot some of the plants I had in there, like these, what were cryptocorn Wendy green. They were hiding under that wisteria, and I think they've not getting enough light, turned red. There's a couple of young leaves on there. So it'll be interesting once I get these through a bleach dip and quarantine, make sure there are no snails, no snail babies. Then we'll get this tank up and running again.